Hey CLB, are you ready?
Yeah.
Here's the news. Hi everybody, and welcome to the CLB News Team. Today's topic is about Mother's Day.
Hey, sports fans. This is your sports reporter, Brad Cook from the CLB News Team. Since this week is all about Mother's Day, I want to talk a little bit about my mother. My mother's name is Annette Cook, and as a kid, she grew up in Burlington, Ontario, and then as an adult, she had kids and lived in Oakville, Ontario, and Mississauga, Ontario. But when she retired with my dad, she moved back into Burlington, which is where I am still now. So she has had 3 beautiful children. One of them is me. 2 grandchildren, which names are Layla and Haley. Also, so many pets over the years. One of the memories that I had with my mom is when she took me to see Chef Lydia Bastianich live in Toronto, and it was a surprise. She cooked a lot of dishes and for us, and my mom and I loved it because we already knew how talented she was. My mom waited while I stood in line to get an autographed cookbook because I was one of her biggest fans, and I also watched her on TV making great dishes on a show called Lydia's Italian Kitchen. And my message to you, Mother, is that I love you so very much, Mom. Happy Mother's Day to the Mom of the Hour. Lots of love and happiness. To sports now. And we begin with the Maple Leafs, who are in the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs against the Florida Panthers. And Sunday's game 3 loss was pretty bad. Will they win on Wednesday? Will they win tomorrow night in Game 4? Or will they get swept? You can watch Game 4 tomorrow night on Sportsnet. In tennis news, Bianca Andreescu played the Madrid Open, but she lost in 3 straight sets. Will she bounce back? You can watch all the tennis action on TSN. NBA playoffs are going into the second round already, and the Golden State Warriors are losing to the LA Lakers 3-1. The Denver Nuggets and Phoenix Suns are tied at 2. So the Miami Heat are leading 3-1 against the New York Knicks. The Toronto Blue Jays are taking on the Philadelphia Phillies tonight. You can watch the Blue Jays on Sportsnet 1. And finally, Snoop Dogg, yes, the rapper, Snoop Dogg, is putting a bid on the Ottawa Senators and the Canadian Tire Center. Will he win? Will he win and finally get the Ottawa Senators? You can find out this month. This has been your Mother's Day /sports update. I am Brad Cook from the CLB News Team signing off. Now, happy Mother's Day to all the moms of the world.
My name is Adam from the CLB News Team. I want to talk about my mom. My mom grew up in England, and she was a housewife, and she's a good cook. And she helps me bake when she has the time. Lemon pie. And she's good at all jobs around the house. She cleans the backyard, and she cleans the living room, and she put washing away, and she helps get the pizza ready for dinner when we have movie nights. And she's going with me on a vacation to the cottage. This is Adam Pratt from the CLB News Team. So talking about my mom for Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day everybody.
Hi, everybody in CLB News. I am Shirley C. at the CLB News Team. So, here is other birthdays for community living. Rachel H. May the 11th. Thomas S. We have May the 16th. Jesse O. May the 17th. Then we have Susan B. May the 19th. And here is all the famous birthdays for this year. So, we have Derek Huff, May the 17th. We got Nikki Reed, May the 17th. And that is all the birthdays for this week. So, I went to a retirement party for Joyce because I was saying some speech for her, and I want to say happy retirement to Joyce and have a good time and have fun in your life. Happy retirement, Joyce. Congratulations on your 45 years. For my tip for this week for fitness, in the afternoons, you need to stretch and dance a little bit. So that's my tip for this week. I'm Sarah and I'm signing off.
Hi, my name is Tyler. I will be talking about my mom. My mom's name is Kelly. My mom grew up in a town called Bolton. My mom went to college to be a nurse. My mom was lovable and hockey fan, and she was everything to me. My mom lives with God. She passed away, and my favorite memory is watching her on my family videos on my desktop. I have a lot of pictures of her in my 4 baby books. And on my first birthday, she gave me my piece of cake and I ate it, and then the icing went right up my nose. And she liked animals. And this is hilarious part. When she was little, every single time she had a cat and it died, and after school, she found a cat and brought it home, and when my grandma got home, she found it and told my mom, no more cats. This is Tyler Sheeran signing off. Happy Mother's Day.
Hi, this is Adam Horry. Today I will be talking about Mother's Day, and I will be doing a FaceTime call with my sister, and I just bought my mama a Mother's Day card. I'm getting her a box of chocolates and flowers, and having a nice Mother's Day dinner with my family. My mama will wanted to order something what she wants, her choice of a meal, and a special dinner with me, my brother, my dad, and my mom. And I'm gonna have a nice chat with my sister. I will be having a great day, and I am gonna sign her Mother's Day card. Love always, with her sweet babies, and we love her really much. Her love is on all of us, and this weekend it will be a great weekend. This is Adam Horace signing off.
Hey there, this is your Weather with Dave, and this is what's happening this week. On Monday, May 8th, we're going to have some sun and clouds, and at night we're going to have rain. On Tuesday, May 9th, we're going to have some sun and clouds, and at night we're going to have some more clouds. On Wednesday, May 10th, we're going to have some sun, and at night, clouds. On Thursday, May 11th, we're going to have some sun and clouds, and at night we're going to have some more clouds. On Friday, May 12th, we're going to have some sun and clouds, and at night we're going to have more clouds. Here's your weekend. On Saturday, May 13th, we're going to have some sun and clouds, and at night we're going to have some rain. On Sunday, May 14th, we're going to have lightning and thunder, and it's going to continue all the way through the night. So stay safe. This has been your Weather with Dave. Remember, stay safe.
Hi, CLB News Team. This is Jeff H. And today I'm going to do a Mother's Day tribute. My mother, Pierre Grace Hopkins Zedema, was born on May 24th, 1946 in the Netherlands. She came to Canada on a boat with her mom, dad, and her brother, my Uncle Andy, in May 1954, when my mom was 7. They first settled in Truro, Nova Scotia for a few years in 1954, then made the move west to Midland, Ontario in 1957. She went to these schools in Midland, Regent Park School, and the Midland Penetang District High School. My mom's dad passed away from a heart attack in the summer of 1959 when my mom was about 13 years old. After high school, my mom went to Teachers College in Hamilton and then got a job with the Halton District School Board in 1965, becoming a teacher in Oakville. When my younger brother started school, she worked at schools in Burlington as an educational assistant. My mom and dad were married up in Midland in July of 1971. They moved to Burlington where they had 3 boys: Robert Andrew, who was born on December 16, 1974, myself, Jeffrey John, who was born on May 27, 1977, and then Scott David Hopkins, born on January 23rd, 1982. A story I will always remember is when I went to Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto for a renal scan on my kidney. I was born with only one kidney, and the doctors, and through my childhood, I had doctors keep an eye on it at Sick Kids. On this particular day, it was a summer day, my dad dropped us, me and my family, off at the hospital. My brothers were out in the waiting room while my mom and I were getting my test done. She had brought one of my favorite toys with her, and I think I just looked up at this toy while I was getting the test done. Then we walked over to a mall close by for lunch, then to wait for my dad, who was an hour late that day, so we went out to dinner. Thank you, Mom, for everything you have done for me in my 46 years, taking me to all my appointments in Toronto and Oakville. You are my hero, and you have done so much for Rob, Scott, and myself, you are a fantastic mother. My mom loves spending time with her granddaughters, my nieces Zoe and Hayden Hopkins. She also likes taking her dog Shiloh for walks as well. Have a great Mother's Day, Mom. You deserve it. For CLB News, this is Jeff H. signing off.
Hello, CLB News, and hello, Warframe fans. I am Chris Safford, also known as 37 Dark Shadow on Warframe, and happy Mother's Day. Well, I have two things to report. My first thing I'm going to report is my mother. She's a lovely lady. Her name is Andrea. She had me when I was the year 1991. My birthday is November 3rd, 1991. I was born in Brampton, Ontario, and my mom and I moved to Georgetown. My mom told me that I was born in the Brampton Memorial Hospital. Anyway, yeah, she's a lovely lady. All right, moving on to Warframe now. Today I'm going to be reporting on Necros Prime. Necros and Necros Prime is a Warframe that has the ability to control the dead. It has 4 abilities. The first ability is RB, or depending on the console you play, since I'm focusing on the Switch, RB is Soul Punch, RA is Desecrate, RY is Fear, I think Fear, whatever, I don't remember what that ability is called. And then his ultimate ability is Resurrection, is Resurrection ability. So Soul Punch is if you target an enemy and you basically hit with it basically hits the enemy, and if you choose an enemy that's really strong, that enemy, if you kill it, and if you use its ultimate ability, which is RX, it will rise and it'll become part of your party. Its Desecrate ability, it basically does this. It does this. That sound is Necros burning the bodies, and the sound is like a what ping kind of sound. It's actually kind of funny, because if you're playing as Necros Prime, it's what ping is louder. The sound is louder, but if you're playing as regular Necros, it's not as loud as Necros Prime. And the difference between a regular Warframe and a Prime Warframe, the Warframe looks different. So every Prime Warframe is basically known as a God Warframe, but they're not really gods. They're just upgraded to the regular Warframe itself. So Necros Prime is one of my favorites. I love you, and Necros Prime is primarily used in farming missions, so like using for survival, because every time you use Desecrate, not only it consumes your energy, but there's actually here's the best part about Desecrate. You have a mod known as Despoil or Despoil. Despoil will, instead of consuming energy, every time an enemy dies, it'll consume your health instead. And it'll actually drop more health so you can pick up. And the more enemies you kill, and you got to be really careful with Despoil, because Despoil is a double-edged sword. If you use Despoil with Desecrate too much, and if you kill too many enemies, eventually your health will whittle down to 0 and you'll die. So if you play Warframe, I highly recommend you getting this Warframe. It's a really fun Warframe to play. And if you haven't unlocked the relics yet, I highly suggest getting regular Necros. And anyway, so this is Chris Stafford, aka 37 Dark Shadow, signing off. Sorry for this thing that's on my mouth. I can't control that. That's from the reflection behind me. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Peace. Or